Hey everybody, welcome back to the live stream cello lesson. And today we're going to finish taking a look at the Brahms Cello Sonata No.1 in E minor. We left off at where the repeat sign is. And normally in the performance settings, we're not going to take the repeat because it gets too long. So without further ado, let's take a look at the piece now. All right. So, as I said before, we ended right here, right? So, another thing that I'm going to talk about in this lesson is how to read a score when you're playing chamber ensembles, right? That's because you need to know what's going on in the music, and the score is the only way to know what's going on, besides recordings, right? But we're going to do both. We're going to take a listen to the recording while looking at the piano score. So some of the things that I'm singing will make more sense, right? All right, so if we remember how it ends, it goes like this. Two, three, four, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're now at the beginning of the second half. So we're going directly into the second ending. So here we're going to start switching keys. So here, nothing too fancy. Stay on the D string. Here, second finger. That D is going to be harmonic, but try and have it pushed down. 2, 3. Bar here. Yeah, it's very hard to tune. Let's do until there. So this part, it may sound very strange, right? But here is where we're playing the accompaniment part. So the piano has the melody, so that's going to be a phrase that you're going to listen out for. And then here we continue, right? By the way, we have a key change here, right? We're in flats now. So all that part is going to be an accompaniment part, okay? Here, F, and then B flat. So think about the intervals, right? So if we have whole step, major third above F natural is an A natural. So really, you don't have to shift too far. If you kind of hyper stretch your third finger, you can reach it fairly easily. So. Right, so until there, we're all going to be so same thing. There we're sharing the melody with the piano, right? So starting from here. So So I think it's better if we separate this here. Up bow. And just slur these two, right? So here we're exchanging with the piano once again, right? So here, how you can find the D flat here is just simply find the harmonic D, right? Half step down. So that D flat and B flat is going to make a major sixth, right? So, and the A flat's right there. Right? So that's how you find that note. And then here, that F, you would find it with how I find it is the regular thumb position. So, right, your thumbs are going to be on the harmonic. And that F natural is going to be right there. You can tune with the harmonic A, right? And then here I do something different. And then, so instead of going back down like how it says in the sheet music here, what we're going to do is stay on the A string and play with a thumb. This F natural will be with a thumb. So C to F is going to be just a fifth. So you can think of it like that. And then this F to B natural is going to be a tritone. So try and... I'm really sharp on the F. So that's the fingering there. So I go to the F on those phrases. So repeats, right? So 2, 3, thumb again. 2, 3. This part is a bit tricky to tune, so and then so here you can see it's also saying restes, right? This restes. So we're going to keep on doing that until the pretty much the end of that phrase. So here, just now relax, it's not restes anymore. And then we shift down to E. Let's separate that. I don't know what's going on here. That's why. All right. So we are going to separate this. Fourth position. And then harmonic with your pinky. All right, so that's a pretty big phrase. However, this entire section that we're going to look at is what's called a development. The development lasts until the recapitulation, which is where we return back to the first theme, right? So you'll hear when the development section ends. So just a thought, and yeah, this yellow section's a little bit tricky. It sounds weird when you're playing by yourself, but remember that there's piano going on. Piano has the melody, so yeah, let's just take a look at it one more time slowly. So 1, 2, yellow, 1, 2, 3. come to the section that's really, it looks hard, it looks weird, and it sounds really difficult in the recording, but it's really not that difficult. So let's just take a look at this part. And this part is difficult at first, but once you figure it out, it's not too difficult. So let's just take a look at these 4 sections right here. So something to take note is the middle notes are changing, right? We can observe that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first, let's write the fingerings, right? 4. So A will be 3, C natural 1, 1. And then it repeats. So let's color code it. Something different. Let's do, I'm gonna do green or blue for the A flat and D flat. And let's do green for A and C. Alright. So the notes basically you're playing the 4-note chords on the cello, right? So if we outline the notes, F, A flat, D flat, and then F. That's the note and that's the chord that we're playing. This chord is a D flat major, right? Something difficult is that middle fifth, and try not to squeeze your thumb. Sometimes you have to. You can see I'm kind of shifting my arm weight around to kind of make it comfortable. So this basically how it goes is you play the top note 1 or full, and as you go to the first beat down, basically you're just doing that and letting the bow drag across the D and G string, right? And then opposite. And then we're going to do 4, 3, 1, 1. Up this side. And then go back to D flat, right? So that's the difficult part when you're changing between chords. And also, just remember that you're holding on to the top note slightly. So, kind of retaking the bow like that. Alright, so we have, let's write the chords down, right? So we have D flat, and then F, D flat, F. Right, so. Alright, so basically you have to practice changing between those 2 chords. Maybe you can do 2 and 2 first, right? Top 2 strings and bottom 2 strings, and then go back up. And then do the the other chord, same thing. And then try to, so the trick is to change the notes or change the hand positions quickly but without tension, right? So let's try that. Da-dee-dee-dum, da-dee-dee-dum. So kind of put a rhythm to it. And then let's take a look at the next set of chords. We stay on the F major, and then we change here. So here we can see that it's F natural, B flat, so we're going to have to bar the 4 and 4, right? 4 and 4 together. Here we're barring 2 and 2, right? Barring 1 and 1. So this one is so F, B flat, and then D natural. Hola, Caro. Buenos días. ¿Qué tal? So this part, voy a hablar en inglés, perdón, pero espero que te entiendes. So here, it's a little bit difficult. We have F natural, B flat, D natural, and then F. So the hard part is going to be maintaining the fifth on that with the pinky. That's the difficult part. So let's change. So we're going to use a different color. So this is the same chord, right? Then we go back to F major, and then here we go back to D flat. D flat, back to the same same pattern as before, right? So D flat, F, then D flat, and then up, D flat, C, and then here is where we also change for the last bit. Alright, so let's take a look until there, right? So the reason why I color coded it is it's much faster to read like that. Instead of reading individual notes, right? We already established that blue is going to be D flat. The green is going to be F major. And then we have a new chord here, right? The new chord here is a B flat major. So here is going to be up bow. So, pretty tricky. How you would play this part, really, or think about it, is in 4 chords section. So we have the first 4, and then the second chord section, second 4 chords. Right, so it's what is it? F major, B flat, twice, and then back to F major. Basically, it's 1-4-1. So if you're aware of how the chord progressions are going, it'll be much easier. Let's write it down. So this is a first 4, second 4, third 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then last bit. Like that. So if you think of in groups of 4 chords, it'll be a lot easier to count with the piano. Of course, it's easy. I recommend you to learn the piano, what the piano part is also doing. But yeah, so let's go from, well, let's try and read through all of it. The light blue section. So again, orange, blue, and then so we have here so to C natural, we have C, F natural, G, C, and then C, E, G, and C. So here we go to C suspended, and then resolving to C major, and then we just land with a 4 there. And yes, and then we arrive to our familiar theme, right? However, we're still in the development sections here, right? So, however, let's change up the color here. Let's do blue. Blue is where letter D is going to be here. We're going to start down bow. We're going to do that. We're going to do the same bowing as the other sections. And then there we're going to stick with the C string. Ay, gracias. Thank you. It's all in the bow, baby. It's all in the bow. And then stay. Harmonic, you can find a note with the harmonic. That's going to be B flat, right? So it's a whole step. And then A natural there. Let's stick with first finger there. And then shift to 3 on the next A. So we're going to stay in B flat here, right? 2, 1, and then we're going to shift to 3, 2, and then 1. Like that. So shift down. And then here we're going to just play the 5th, B flat, and F 5th. And then the F to F. If you can reach it, try and reach it. That is an octave stretch. It's, if you think about it, it's going to be 4th above and then string over. So if you can reach it, fantastic. If not, just shift just a little bit, right? Just to try to shift while maintaining that extended position. Here, if you want to do, I just stay in position. And it's cooler if we separate here. Let's change the fingering. I'm gonna stay in position. Let's do 3. Right. So that we return to the second theme, right? The first theme is do do di di do. So the second major theme will be da da ba da da di da 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 da, right? So this here he's kind of developing that idea, and then so here basically he keeps on modulating. So this is what I mean. So after, and then the piano in the second blue line, we go shift to 4th position. Here you can stay in position or shift to 1st finger. Sorry. It's, I'm confusing myself. Just an octave shift to the E flat here. You can shift there, or you can stretch with your 1st and 3rd finger. I like to shift. For that pizzicato, we're going to do left hand pizzicato with for that open D, like that. So that's one phrase, modulating phrase, right? So go here. D, G, right? And then here is where everything kind of just changes. And let's just say that that's kind of let's see, how should I put it? Yeah, we're gonna go until here, and One thing to note about here, the piano starts playing triplets. Da-da-dee, 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 and da-da-dee. So this whole time we've been in like 8th notes and 16th notes, right? Da da dee 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 da dee 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 da 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 da. Hey, Chusun. Hey, how's it going? So here, basically, what happened. I think that's supposed to be a down bow, not an up bow. So that's what I mean by the subdivision starts changing to triplets. 4, 3, 1. We're not gonna do 4th finger here. All right, so. So here is also where we start changing and this is where we start to kind of shift into we're coming back to the recapitulation, to the main theme, right? So let's turn it into you know what, let's end the blue phrase here. We're gonna do the transition phrase going from here. By the way, the pizzicato starts here. This is still bowed. Up bow. Try to stay in that the 3rd position, and then that here is going to be on the G string, 4, 3, 1. And last line, 4, 1. And 1, 2, arco. Sorry. So that is deceptively difficult. So we're at a very low register of the piece, right? Let's write it in a more visible place, the fingering. So here, extension. And we're going to shift to 4th finger. So 4, 4. Let's put it down here so that you know that it's going to be on a different string, right? And then stay in position. So extension, and then shift tab. And then third position. And we're gonna go up to B natural for that on the C string there. All right. So here, the piano, you'll still hear the triplet figure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So the green section basically is a transition, it becomes kind of weird, moody, ethereal, kind of floats in the air a little bit. And then we go back to it kind of grounds itself with the main melody. Right? So that's the second page, basically is the entirety of the development section. Really the difficult part for me would be probably the light blue section, right? Just practice those chords. Make sure when you're dragging the string or dragging the bow across the D and G string, make sure you're hearing the notes as well. Sometimes we kind of just disregard it, right? So we return back to the main theme, basically the very, very beginning, right? This is how we start the sonata. So everything is the same as the beginning. Maybe the feeling of it is a little bit more. I don't know. There's a different feeling here because we're revisiting the melody. We recognize the melody. It's not something new to us anymore, right? So when we hear the melody again here, it takes on a very different meaning. So try to figure out what that is. I can't really specify what to feel, right? But there's something different about this section. You'll also notice that the piano has a different accompaniment than the beginning. In the beginning, it's just chords, boom, dun, ding, bam, ding, dun, bam, right? Just on the offbeats. But here we have kind of like a counter melody going on. So, da da dee 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 dee. The part I was kind of singing. So be aware of that, and let's keep on going. Here, I'm not gonna talk about fingerings or things like that. It will be the same as the beginning here. Let me just put that up there so you can pause. So yeah, same fingering, same everything until it changes, and let's figure out where it changes. So now we are in the recapitulation. Recapitulation in a sonata allegro form is when we go back to the main theme, right? So this is the very ending theme, or theme and the ending, right? That's what recapitulation means. 아, 네, 감사합니다. 네, 네, 구독해서 고맙습니다. And then, so, yeah. Let's keep on going and figure out where the theme changes, and we're starting to go into the ending section, right, of the coda. So, starting from E, the yellow frame. And one. Stay in position and two, three. Same thing. Two, three. And sorry. 2, 3. And 2, 3. And so here is where we start changing the melody, or the harmony and everything. So everything is same. This section, it's the very, very same thing as the very beginning until letter G here, right? So I'm not gonna really explain much here. Let's just mark the phrasing. Let me just quickly write the bowings down. you're and we're still in tenor clef here, right? I thought I saw the bass clef, but I thought it was to the F. That's why I made the mistake. So everything here is the same, right? And then, well, it's the same it's different because we're changing the key here, right? So, but melody-wise, it's doing the same thing as the beginning, right? But we gotta be aware of the harmony. So let's keep on going from letter G. Let's do purple. So letter G, we're gonna do up bow. Same thing. And basically, you're kind of trading melodies with the piano. And then here, same thing. We do the same thing as the first half. But we're just simply doing it in a different key. What is going on? All right, 4. So basically, here, so 1, 3, so here it'll be it's almost the same as the part before, but as I said, it's different key, right? So stay in position, maybe shift down to 4th finger. And then here, whole step down, whole step down. A natural, whole step down, G, do, da, dee, dee. Thank you, Purple Lotus. Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying how I'm breaking down. This is how I actually practice. I'm not saying it out loud, but yeah. Lot of cool things going on here. So, and then we drop down an octave. Let's not go to second finger there. Yeah, keep the fourth finger for that A. And then we do octave up. That's A is going to be just a regular, good old A, natural. Stay in position. And then we come back to our main theme. Our second main theme, excuse me. Let's do orange. So a lot of the things here, I don't think I'll explain much as far as musicality wise. Fingering is also fairly straightforward. Just try to remember the intervals, half steps, whole steps, right? That's going to be very helpful. So here, we come back to the main phrase. Here is that you can stay on the A string like that, or do this. Kind of share the same fingering as the one you did before, right? A little bit difficult here. Thumb, I do thumb here. So remember that it's an F sharp, not an F natural. So it'll be a tritone. Let's fix the bowing. So that B is going to be just a whole step above that A, right? And then the so how you can think about the F sharp is from that A, this A, harmonic A, is going to be a reference point for this part, right? So you have B, and then think about whole, to get to the F sharp, think about minor third, which is whole step and then a half step, right? Whole step, and then half step below. Try and get that interval into your head, into your ear. So here goes to that high E. So if you have trouble finding that high E, it's another harmonic up there, right? So try and raise your elbow, clear the shoulder here. If you want, you can put 1 on the second time you play that B. So you don't have to slide for that E. So those are all the different distances that you have to be aware of. Very difficult, but it's manageable. Let's stretch, right? let's do that. Instead of shifting 1-1, we're going to maintain 3 here, right? And then shift on the 2. Like that. Shift. Yeah. So here, do whatever feels comfortable. You can do with the 3rd finger turnaround, right? Or I kind of like doing like that, 2, 3, 2, 1. Kind of because you're already in that shape, your hand's already in that form, right? Because you're like that. And then shift to 1st finger, and then it's just whole step. Like that. So maybe just, let's change it. Let's do 2, 3, and 2, 3, 1, like that. Shift, 1, 3, here, don't do 2. We're gonna do 1, 3, 1, 4. One, 4, 1. Like that. So. And I would say that's the end of the orange phrase. So, kind of difficult. Because this phrase, this is a really passionate phrase, right? There's a lot of emotion happening. So one thing that's going to be very, very difficult when you're performing, especially, is you're going to want to your body's going to want to kind of be intense along with the music, right? So there's a tendency for us to kind of just tense up like that. So a really good idea there is just keep on breathing, right? And try not to choke the sound in the choke the sound of the cello, right? So, hey, young Clement, how's it going? Welcome back. Hola, ¿qué tal? Especially here. The high point is up to there, right? But if you don't get too excited, basically is what I mean. So we are now in the ending part. We're starting to kind of wind down. And here's where it starts to change a little bit. So this part, it looks a little bit tricky, but nothing to worry about. So let's take a look at just the top notes. So like that. We're just going to take a look at that. So if we just play the top notes. So it's not too difficult, right? The tricky part is playing with the open G string. So the tricky part is you only play the G string in the very beginning, right? Let's put it below. So the hard part is playing open and then double stop, double string. But doing it in tempo and in rhythm, right? So just try and practice just that phrasing, just that little motif over and over and over. Maybe something that can help is kind of break the bow in between. Maybe stop, not stop. If you put a little bit of space in between the bow, so actually lift the bow. It kind of helps articulate the sound a little bit. So maybe experiment with that a little bit. The whole point is be very rhythmic. Steady rhythm. Articulate. Alright, so starting from the red phrase. 4, 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're at the same place as the very beginning. Let's change colors. Let's do green. So here's where we change into the very last section. So let's do from the pianissimo here. So three, four, 2, 3, and 2, 3, 4. Ding dong, ding ding, ding dong. Oh, sorry. G sharp. Don't do that. Do not do that. It is not a G natural. I was doing so well. It is a G sharp. So. 3, 4. So the green section is really hard in terms of maintaining that tenderness. Que sea tierno, pues. But something that's going to help you here is let's do yellow again. Is all bowing. This is going to be all in the bow. Maintain steady bow. Active vibrato. So never stop vibrating. Right? Never stop vibrating. Also experiment with the bow placement, right? The closer to the bridge you get, the slower you can draw the bow, right? And also kind of get a slightly more tense sound. Even though it's piano, you can. So, for example, those hairpins, the wah wah, right? It gets loud and soft. That's all in the bow as well. Right? And also something to note is this crescendo goes to that B. Let's clean this up a bit. Alright. That's going to be an extension. So save the bow in the beginning, more, and then slow down, right? There, really it's all in the, right? You have to be able to do the same dynamic motion without just on an open string, right? So from the very last yellow, just practice playing long notes and vibrating. Yeah, one more. 3. Because we're ending in E major, like that chord. So, same thing as pretty much any old, what is it? Any really melodic, lyrical sections for romantic pieces, right? Lots of vibrato, lots of feelings. Here, for this shift. Remember that B natural is going to be whole step above the harmonic. So just practice. So that part is a little bit weird, rhythm-wise. So be careful with the piano. 2, 1, 2, da, dee. So the ending, you're going to be watching the pianist, and you're going to be the one giving the cue for the chords. Because you're probably going to be facing front, and you can't see the pianist. The pianist will be able to see you. So yeah, just something simple like that is enough for people to catch. So yeah, that is it, folks. That's the end of the first movement. A lot of things going on, and I think before we take a real quick look at how to read the score, let me play from the second half. Let's play the second half all the way. So, starting from the repeat, right? So, hopefully this fingering and bowing and a little bit of explanation helped. And yeah, let's just see how the second half sounds. Ooh, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Oh man, yeah, we definitely need a piano for this to make sense. So that is the first movement of the cello part. And hey, Maribeth. Nice, you can play Humoresque now. Good job, excelente, buen trabajo. So that's going to be the end of the first movement. I hope all the bowings and all the little tips and tricks help. And let's see. What I wanted to do now is something a little bit different because I'm going to teach you how to read a piano score, right? So here, this is the cello part, right? However, we also have the piano part. So what I wanted to do briefly is we're going to play the Brahms Cello Sonata. I'll probably get copyrighted for this, but I'll just snip it out. This will be something exclusive for anybody that's in live, right? So I kind of wanted to show you how I practice. So if I'm with a pianist, I would most likely have my own copy of the piano score like this, right? So if we take a listen to the piece, there we go. All right, so hopefully you guys followed along what I was doing. The main reason why we want to take a look at I actually don't know if it is. I haven't seen that show, but it may be. Let's find. Try and find out. Leave a comment later. All right. So the main reason why we want to look at score, not really practice with it, but just take a look at the score is basically it's to see how the two parts, right? The cello part and the piano part fits together. So that's really the sorry, let me see. So that's really the main reason that you want to be looking at the scores. So it really helps, especially in terms of rhythm. Some of the things that sound or sometimes you think that or you feel that the cello and the piano parts are together, right? You come in together or there's a chord that you play together. But it turns out that the piano has a pickup or the cello has a pickup, or you're not together, you're playing off of each other, right? So some of those things, a lot of those questions that come about when you're playing with another person, right? But trying to create the same music, but playing with different parts, it really helps to know the other person's part, right? You can see in the piano part, right? The cello part is also there. That's also that's for the pianist to know where the music is at, right? So those are all the small but very important reasons why you should learn how to read the score. You don't need to know like the notes that they're playing. Really, I really look at the score only to look at the timing of things, the rhythm. Unless there's like certain chords that I'm not unsure of, then I would look at what chord that is. But mainly, you take a look at the score to ensemble to make sure everyone is playing where they're supposed to within the context of the whole music, right? So I hope this helped, and thank you for sticking around till the end. This was a little bit of a longer session, but yeah, congrats on making it through the first movement of Brahms. Hopefully this helped help clarify a lot of the questions that you had. If you have any other questions, make sure to leave it in the comment. I'll try to get to it. And I think that'll be it for today. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Really good to see the ones familiar names, I guess, right? Really good to see some new ones in the chat. Welcome to the practice session. Seems like this time is really good for everybody, so I will try and do it on Sundays. I don't know which Sundays, but it'll be on Sundays. All right, folks. Take care, happy practicing, and I'll see you next time. Bye.